for the 10th CII Big Picture. Also happy to note that I've been there on 5 of those, and the last 2 perhaps being virtual. So there's a platform that we've very dearly cherish being a part of, and also learning a lot from all the deliberations that have happened on this platform. I think, as rightly pointed out both by Mr. Madhavan and Mr. Ghosh, that innovation and content very, and the public broadcaster is not disconnected from these winds of change. And we on our end have been taking a lot of different efforts on different fronts to innovate and become part of this transformation that's happening within the overall media and entertainment sector. One of the key changes that happened in the last 3-4 years since I joined the public broadcaster was digitalization. More and more of our content is digital today. Very happy to share that practically every Doordarshan channel and every All India radio station now has a digital presence spanning multiple platforms, be it YouTube for live streaming or on-demand content, be it social media to engage with audience, be it on our app where we have 200 plus radio streams, a very unique app, perhaps the only one of its kind in the world, where it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can listen to your hometown's radio station. And we are already seeing that, because traditionally radio has never been measurable. But thanks to putting all these live streams on our app called News on Air, we are now getting people are tuning into All India Radio from pretty much every country. And it's very interesting how different communities in these different countries are choosing content of interest to them, be it the diaspora, which is interested in specific language services, or be it the broader community, world community, which is interested in things like our world news and so on. So digital has become an integral part of our activities. Just on YouTube alone, I was just looking at our data. Across our network, we are clocking about 1 billion views annually, and more than 100 million casters content today. To take this further, we see innovation on 3-4 fronts. The first is convergence, which was just now mentioned. And to us, convergence is relevant on 2 particularly important dimensions. One is convergence between TV and radio, because historically Doordarshan, and even though Doordarshan emerged from All India Radio, they've had a sort of parallel journey. So you had parallel infrastructure, parallel frequencies, parallel transmitters, and then content creation, which is again happening in silos. So one of the key changes that we've been driving in the last few months and over a year is convergence across TV and radio. Where in fact there's a lot of unique content that radio creates, which has not been available to the digital audience or TV audience because it was audio only. So one of the things that we've changed is to make radio content visually enriched. So that is one innovation, and we're seeing its impact on several fronts, be it on commentary for live sporting events, be it for Mann Ki Baat was perhaps the first radio program which had a visual presence with the Honorable Prime Minister, and we built on that success. Now a whole host of radio programs are visually enriched. Similarly, recently we had Vividh Bharati observing its anniversary, and for the entire day we had cameras in the studios and we've done the same thing with Rangoli, one of the flagship programs of Doordarshan, where again we've converged it between radio and TV, with Bharati presenters producing Rangoli and so on. So there's a lot of convergence that's happening both on the content side as well as on the infrastructure side. And where we see this going in the future, separate islands of infrastructure for TV and radio. And that common infrastructure should be able to deliver broadcast content directly to smartphones, directly to smart devices. So on that front, we've in fact collaborated with IIT Kanpur, where a pilot is underway right now. We're trying to see if we can do direct to mobile broadcasting. So just the way DTH and we had other waves of innovation over the last few decades, if this effort with IIT Kanpur is successful, in the near future, we should be able to envision and see smartphones directly receiving broadcast content. And especially when you have a high viewership event like IPL, there's no reason why millions of users need to receive that content on a unicast mode through the internet, because you're taking up that much of internet bandwidth. All of that can be directly delivered through the broadcast frequencies to people on their smartphone, smart TV, wherever, whichever device that they're using. So scenarios like this become possible in that converged, roadmap where infrastructure is common across TV and radio, and it is able to converge with broadcast and internet streaming. So that is one area we're looking at innovation. The other area where I think it's going to be very critical is algorithms, because if the future of content is going to be increasingly about how you take the same piece of content and leverage it in multiple different formats for different audiences in different ways. And to be able to do that on scale, you will need algorithms, artificial intelligence, or on various fronts. For example, it could be about as simple as translating the same piece of content into multiple languages, to be able to do subtitling, to make the content more accessible. So that is another area where again we're collaborating with the IITs to see if we can develop these algorithms that can benefit not just the public broadcaster, but the entire industry can take advantage of it. A third area is the archives. As you know, All India Radio has had a long history predating independence. So we have a very rich set of archives, and these archives have several historical moments captured within them. So again, you need algorithms to be able to mine these archives. And so, for example, we had a radio autobiography of J.R.D. Tata, where he talks of how the nationalization of Air India had happened many decades back. Now, in the context of what's happening with Air India, to be able to fish out that content and present it to this audience in J.R.D. Tata's own voice. So similarly, you have original voices of all the leaders, be it Gandhiji, Nehruji, and so on. So the archives are another treasure trove, which is available for innovation of all kinds. And again, you need technology to be able to mine these archives and bring out that value. So one of the areas that I would look forward to more collaboration with the private is to be able to identify these problems, technology problems that we can collectively solve, so that we create this intellectual capital in India, as was rightly said. How do we make in India for the world? I think it is very important that we don't just make content in India for the world, but we also make the technology, the underlying technology, which will power this content innovation, that we make it in forward to more deeper collaboration with all our private media partners in bringing all this innovation that we are working on, and hopefully we take it to the entire world. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashi ji.